Hello, and welcome to Coaching Toolkit 101's program overview. I will quickly go through how this program works and some of the expectations and delivery, and then I'll walk you through some slides that will show you some of our custom-built tools and at a high level what the entire program features. I'm Kim Reichel, and my business partner is Brian Batterman. We are the owners of Coaching Toolkit 101 and the coaches who deliver all of the modules. As you can see on the screen, our program is a 6-month business program. The entire program is delivered via live webinars. We do this on a weekly basis for 24 consecutive weeks. And this program has a high level of accountability. The people who join the program have accountability to themselves, of course, and to us. We have nearly a day-to-day communication via text, phone, or email. They have a sense of accountability to a team. We build teams for competition and to master some of the communication pieces and our lead generation. And, of course, they're accountable to the staff and team around them to use this as it's a framework to create or to improve any system in business. So Coaching Toolkit 101, what is it? Well, it's a program designed to get you turbocharged in your business so that you can achieve your goals instead of wishing that you did. The Coaching Toolkit 101 program is a business coaching program that you can participate as an individual or you can participate with your colleagues. Personal accountability and achievement are two primary elements of the program, and our members have found that these elements are enhanced by going through the program with colleagues. So here's how it works. Like I said, it's a weekly coaching program, and each week we meet for 6 consecutive months. We start by getting you grounded in really good habits of personal organization, preparation, positive reinforcement, and personal accountability. Next, we help you take control of your environment and reduce the insanity factor, so that you can purposefully establish and achieve all of your goals. At this point, you have the foundation for success, and it's time to rocket you forward. The Coaching Toolkit 101 program is a highly directed and structured program that teaches you how to clearly understand the mechanics of your business. It shows you what's going well and where things can be improved. It teaches you how to look at things that you're doing and the things you want to be doing, as well as the things you should be doing, all based on achieving the greatest financial return for your efforts. With this understanding, of course, you're much more equipped to achieve more and to move forward faster. You know your business, and we know how to help you get it super organized so you can make it rock. Now, Coaching Toolkit 101 goes way beyond traditional coaching. With a solid foundation for success and good habits acted upon on a daily basis and applied to your current business, we teach you how to take a solid, no-nonsense look at the overall business and what's preventing you from being wildly successful. We teach you how to prioritize your obstacles, and then we teach you how to break them down in a way that's vastly different from anything you've probably ever experienced before. We do this so you can really clearly see and understand the activities and the actions that are helping you succeed and what's causing you problems. And once you can see the problems, we can teach you with our proven systems to transform your business with the assurance that any changes you make are going to benefit you financially. Our proven system utilizes very easy-to-use tools and templates, which we teach you how to use, of course. And this means that while you're developing your foundation of good habits and achieving your goals, you're also learning a significant skill that you can use to build a highly coordinated business and or team as you continue to grow. Our program is a track to run on to create systems and standards in your business. And it allows you to control your business instead of letting it control you. So stop and think for a moment about the benefits of having a foundation of good habits, personal accountability, positive reinforcement, and goal-oriented achievement applied to your current business environment. Now think about these same benefits, but applied to a highly tuned, well-oiled, and positively transformed business. The results can only be spectacular. People have asked, are there requirements to get into the Coaching Toolkit 101 program? Yeah, there are. There are 2 of them. First, you've got to be highly motivated to improve your business. And second, you must be willing and committed to taking action. And if you meet these requirements and have the desire to work towards a life and a business by design rather than by default, then this program is definitely for you. Coaching Toolkit 101 is about to change the way you look at things, and the things that you look at will begin to change. We're moving toward a life of systems and standards where we reduce the insanity factor significantly and move our business forward every day. You're going to build your personal focus, prioritize the changes needed in your business for continuous improvement, put a plan together to execute on these changes, and then create a solid system for everything you do with proper documentation so you can sustain it and teach others as you build a team. You're going to know how much time it takes to get a lead and how many leads it'll take to get a client and how much time you spend with each transaction. You'll determine what lead generation is providing you with the greatest successes and create a system of lead generation for every possible customer and client with automation for consistency and excellent customer satisfaction. And of course, we drive to profit with the goal to double your revenue in 6 to 9 months of completing the program. So as I said, it's a program based on your goals, and it's focused on personal accountability and achievement. We do this in a hands-on way. We take you through creating or improving, depending on what you have as your foundation, a lead generation system, and also get you very conditioned so that you can continue to build and develop a business with good, solid habits. And we want to clearly understand the actions that are promoting success and those that are not. Of course, we have a mission for your coaching. We want to clarify your direction and help you create long-term vision, to raise the bar and improve your performance, and to change the insanity factor, take away the Tasmanian devil, and take control of your business. We will get you working on your business and not just in it, and we do this in little bitty bite-sized pieces because we know everyone who goes through our program is very busy working in their business as well. We're going to help you improve your business leadership skills so you can inspire and motivate others. And we want to break belief barriers, so we're trying to open your eyes to new opportunities and new ways of looking at things. We will be setting and achieving goals throughout the 6-month program. SMART is an acronym which I'll define later, but all of our goals are measurable and are SMART as we move through the program. And you'll create and improve systems so you can improve your results, be more effective and more efficient. Obviously, we want you to be more successful than you are now, and we do that by planning and getting very organized, which will equip you on your journey with meaningful knowledge and tools, so you'll have a path to run on. And we start out right from the very beginning, getting you organized by helping you to design exactly how you're going to save all the things in your folders for a Coaching Toolkit 101 program. Everything we do will be systematic. We start and end every session on a positive note, yet this is not a mindset coaching. Our objective is to get you very focused on success by teaching you how to create or improve a system, providing you with the framework and all the tools to do so. So on the side, we'll be recommending that you take up some good motivational tapes, CDs, read some books. We also want to help you take control of your business so your business doesn't take control of you. And we do that in a variety of ways, and I'll show you some examples in just a bit of how we do that. But controlling your schedule, journaling, which provides a lot of things to us, focus, ideas, charting, and planning, keeps us in a positive frame of mind. We can put our affirmations there, and it's great for an annual business review. And then we're going to help you really know your numbers, making sure that we have easy-to-use ways for you to get the information that you need to successfully move your business forward and to be able to measure that the changes you're making are improving your bottom line. One of the tools we'll use to build and develop your business is communication skills. We want to be able to communicate at a very high level with staff, our community, and our clientele. One such tool that we use to do this is the DISC profile. We also use a few pieces from the Center for Creative Learning in Colorado. And one of the reasons to be on a team is to be able to practice with other people, with other members of the Coaching Toolkit 101 program. So you can master these skills. Very important We will teach you to take control of your schedule because it's the first line of defense against getting out of control. We'll be very proactive instead of reactive in our business. This helps us to see what we're really doing on a daily basis, how effective we are, and what we can do to move ourselves forward every day. We have a priority system that we use. This is the most important thing that must get done and cannot be removed from the schedule each day. These things can be replaced, but not erased. And priority 3 is everything else. You'll get very focused and very purposeful about your schedule. And here's an example of our schedule. We use color coding in order to help us identify what's that one most important thing to do each day and where we need to time block to get things done, and the other things that are priority 3 in our schedule. Here's a sample journal piece showing you some of the thoughts that I had throughout the course of the day, some new tools that I may later want to implement in the business, but we don't want to just grab ideas and go implement. We need to plan for those changes. So they all go in the journal. There's also some affirmations, some things that I did that went well, and some things that I did that didn't go so well. So I can identify where I'm reacting instead of acting, and I can keep myself in a positive frame of mind by reviewing the things that I do well when things don't go right. We talked about leadership development, and one of the activities we do is called Values, Persuasion, Consensus. 17,000 people did this activity, and we work with you to learn and understand how to master your leadership skills. And we'll begin by using this tricky triangle. We want to set SMART goals in everything we do. So before starting the program, we have everyone fill out a goal sheet, both personal and business. Our focus is on the business aspect. And when we get into the program a couple of sessions in, you're going to learn what SMART is and start turning all your goals, both short-term and long-term, into SMART. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And we help all of our clients set solid SMART goals. We're going to an overview of the overall program. We want to have fabulous habits. Very important to have some strong habits. We want to be able to plan and communicate effectively. We need to have a commitment to working on our business and to success, and that takes some accountability. So good habits are the core or the center of what we do in the program. Next, we identify what we call a stumbling block, something that's holding us back from being wildly successful, one of our systems. And we break that system down so we can see all the things that are happening and identify any problems with that system. We then define our standards or determine opportunities for improvement, and we make the change. Of course, we define what our expectations and standards are, and then we're able to measure our results against a baseline. So this is one process. This program can be used for operational processes, for lead generation processes. Any system or process that you have in your business can be improved or created using the tools that we have in the Coaching Toolkit 101 program and that we teach you over the 6 months. Here's one basic tool we use in order to help us to continue to maintain good habits. We have challenges and provide prizes. It's fun. People enjoy the fun, and it keeps them focused on the things they're supposed to do every day. We also have a masterminding piece. It's a sharing of innovative ideas at the end of nearly every coaching session. So our students get together and bring tools and ideas that they're using to get results to the table. We identify the ones that we think we may be interested in, and then we put those in our journal to plan to research them and determine if we want to put a plan to implement them together later. Here are just a few of them. I said we break belief barriers and want to move ourselves towards success on a daily basis. Well, all of us have things in our business that just never seem to get done. And if we don't have leverage to hand it to, or the right leverage to hand it to, we've got to ask ourselves why we're not taking the action that we need to take. When we do this pain versus pleasure exercise, we're doing just that. What's our goal and objective? What's the pain of doing it? What's the pleasure of not doing it? And what is that costing us? Now looking at what the gain would be of taking the action, we find that most people will move forward and do the things they need to do to win. This is a great tool to use throughout your entire business career. We also want to make sure everybody is strong in the knowledge of their numbers and how they can use them. So this is one simple calculator that we put together. It's an income calculator, and it helps people determine their overall income, what their hourly rate is, and how much time they're spending overall in their business on each unit of output. You can see here it's 28. And someone is spending 80 hours per unit of output total on their business. Puts things into perspective, and it allows us to now begin to build a baseline to understand what's going on in our business. Team building and growth activities are available throughout the program. This is a lead generation activity. We found that it takes people to a brand new place and moves them forward relatively quickly in the program. Our expectation is you'll get a return on your investment quickly. So we want to take action on the things that are going to help us do that right away. And it's all about lead generation and a lead generation system that works. Our definition of a system is people, tools, and process. We find that most people focus on the people and the tools, and they never really get to the process. Or if they do have some process, it's usually not formal, not duplicatable. There aren't very many standards and expectations in it. And more often than not, they don't achieve the goals that they like because they don't have appropriate process or systems. So we'll teach you how to use all three, and our focus will be on the process. Your time is money, so we want to make sure we know what our time is worth. This is an example of the lead generation expense calculator. Now, this is not an expense calculator to the perspective of how much you spend on postcards or how much you spend on gadgets and gadgets or golf tournaments. Nothing like that at all. It's focused on how much time do we work, what percentage of our time is spent on lead generation, and what ultimately per year is that costing us in time and in money. We're going to start by determining where you are today and take you through the stages of lead generation. In everything we do in lead generation, there needs to be a call to action, so we'll identify what activities we perform that are lead generation activities, what our call to action is, and how we move people through the funnel to a close. You may have a pretty significant amount of activity to bring to the table. You may have very little. It doesn't matter. We'll improve that which you have and continue to create and move your activities and your lead generation forward. Here's an example of what we call the activities funnel. It's a way for us to start designing our call to actions and our outcomes to make sure we're effective in what we're trying to accomplish. We build this even deeper. It's a wonderful way to train in additional people to the team so everyone works according to the same standard. Next, we determine what to do to develop a more robust system. And here's an example of some tools and some touches and what tools we need to perform certain touches in our lead generation system, either for potential clients, for vendor partners, for referral partners. This is just the beginning of putting together all that's needed in order to transform our business and create a lead generation system. Now we need to determine who you're generating leads with. And we call this our base system. This is the net that goes out to a blanket number of people. We have a few different target audiences here. Yours might be different. We all have a base system where we're reaching out to our past clients, our current clients, vendor partners, potentials. And once they take action, they move themselves through the funnel. We call them a lead for action. It means they're moving to a place where we're focused on time and temperature. When do they need to take action with us? And are they a hot lead, a warm lead, a cold lead? Is it someone we found out yesterday needs to move in 3 weeks, but we've never contacted them? Or is it someone who we know is going to move in 5 to 6 months, or need a loan in 5 to 6 months, or need to take action on whatever our outcome is, our product, in 5 to 6 months? And so they're a hot target. We've contacted them. We're working with them, but they don't need to move for a period of time. And we funnel people through this entire lead generation system and create mini systems or subsystems for each of them So a lead never gets lost again, and they're always consistently being touched appropriately for their time and temperature. So we've got to choose our subsystems. So we work with subsystems. In the base system, here are a number of leads or target groups. And here are the subsystems that we've designed to use with this group. And we'll teach you how to do this, and you'll be doing this for yourself. Then in our closing systems, these are the people who we've defined are going to be working with us. We have to identify how soon they're going to be taking action and how hot or cold they are in taking action with us. Well, what do our systems look like to work with those people? So these are some of the many systems we've created, and people select that which they'd like to use to target a particular group so they can make sure to be in front of them effectively for their time and temperature. We develop a comprehensive plan, and here you can see a portion of it. Here's the system name and the system description, what our target group or lead status looks like, and where in the funnel they are. So next, we work to take action and build each of these systems robustly using our databases, our CRM, the people, the tools, and the process to put a very robust lead generation system in place. As I said, you're either creating one or improving upon that which you already have. This just breaks it down a little bit more to show you in a particular system, what does that look like? We talked about using a system called an 8x8. Well, this particular 8x8 is going to be delivered one time per week, and it's going to consist of a personal note, an email that's templated, a phone call, a personal email, a postcard that's automatically sent, a personal email, a phone call, and then a personal note. Some of this is automated, some of this is not. In this particular case, this was someone we met while we were networking. We had a discussion with them, got their business card, and here's our next action. Most of us get together with people daily. We meet people all over the place, but we don't take the next action or have a call to action so that people know where we're going next with the relationship. And we find ourselves meeting people and touching people, but we're very inefficient, not very productive, and not proactive. These systems, lead generation system, will be very productive, very proactive, and provide you with significantly more leads. I said that everything we do has to have a call to action and an expected outcome for every touch. So we put together some basic charts in order to make sure we've got everything covered. Once we've got everything covered, we can go back and change this anytime we want to, but it makes it very easy to explain to someone else exactly what we're doing, what our call to action is, and how we can move them through the funnel to a close. We also need to determine how much time we need to block on our schedule in order to perform these lead generation activities. So here's one of our tools that we use to identify exactly how much time it really takes us so we can see how much time we need to block. All of us really focus on this during. If we're making phone calls, we're focused on the phone call. We say, hey, I talk for 5 minutes on average to each person. What we don't think about is we spend a minute before doing research and determining who they are, looking up their contact information, and 2 minutes after, typing in notes, putting forward the next task, creating that next system if they're supposed to be on an 8x8, setting that up so that that automatically takes place for them. We've got to take into account all of those things. And our calculators, our activities and time blocking for our schedule here will show how to do that and provide you with accurate time so you can block effectively into your schedule to achieve your goals and the results that you're looking for. Of course, we need to select or create collateral materials. This is just one example. You can see here there are 2 different calls to action, so these are for 2 different groups. It's a postcard or an e-postcard that can be sent on an 8x8, a 12 direct, a 33 touch, a 48 touch. We have a 48 touch. We send out an email once a week to about 900 people. And there's a few exceptions for some holidays. Otherwise, they get a touch every week with a call to action via email. So there's a variety of different systems we can use and subsystems we can use, and we put them together so that we can act on a plan, and we need to identify our collateral material for that plan. We'll provide you with all kinds of sources and ideas. Next, you need to execute and regularly measure and continually improve. Of course, we want to determine what our return on investment is. whenever we're going to make a change. And fortunately, we have a way to do that before executing any changes in your system. So before you actually make a change, we'll determine what opportunities are there, what we want to change, and why. Then we'll measure what our expected ROI is, what our return on investment is. And we'll be able to look at that from time to time to identify if we're heading the right direction and we're getting the return we expect. If not, we can slightly tweak to get the results we need. And here's an example of the return on investment chart. It shows here how many hours per year we'll be taking action, how many units per year we expect to close, what the additional cost per year will be, what the cost is, including the cost of our time, which is a big part of it, or our total ROI, our ROI. And all along the way, we're going to explain why we're taking each of these actions and steps. Because we bite this off in such small pieces so that it's manageable for people, we don't want anyone to get lost in, what am I doing putting together a bunch of charts? We want them to understand from beginning to end exactly what the purpose for each of the activities are that we perform. Now, where do we go from here? We've built the lead generation system. We want to document the system so that it remains consistent and so that the documentation can be used to train new members of the team. We want to manage the system. It takes three components. We're going to grow the database. We need to manage our campaigns. And we make sure that we track our performance statistics so we can see what's really value added and what's not, and do the things that are value adding more and the things that are not adding the value we expect less. We also get into hiring practices. Now, not everyone will hire a team, but those who do tend not to do it effectively, and it can cost you 1.5 to 2 times a person's annual salary just to hire them and have a mistake by hiring the wrong person. So we'll spend some time helping you understand how to utilize and validate the DISC profile, recognize what the difference is between an employee and a contractor, and which one you can and should hire. We'll be very focused here on talent versus non-talent and how to find and hire talent. Also, interviewing techniques, reference checking, and making the offer will be discussed so that you can take action effectively, hiring someone who would be talented and will meet your needs for your business when the time is right. And then we'll focus on using the system you've learned to tackle the next big stumbling block or the next part of your business that needs some work, some help, and some continuous improvement. Thank you for joining us today. We'll follow up and answer all of your questions within 2 business days, and I want you to feel free to schedule this time with us if you'd like. You can call me at 507-259-0740 or my business partner, Brian Batterman, at 920-850-8804. We'd love to have a conversation with you. Looking forward to answering all your individual questions, and we'll be reaching out within 2 business days if we haven't heard from you sooner. Thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate you being a part of the program overview for Coaching Toolkit 101. Make it a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.